Here's everything you need to know before you buy your own vinyl.
Why so serious?
Oh, I got a live one here.
I'm Tanner here with Performance Wraps here in Dayton, Ohio, and we are going over a quick pros and cons of if you are a customer and you want to buy your own vinyl and then either try installing yourself or paying a wrap shop to install that vinyl for you. So I tried really hard to think of some pros. I can't think of any. And I even asked everyone here, we can't think of any pros of buying your own vinyl and giving it to a wrap shop. We would definitely just contact them, go through them. You're not gonna get any type of discount by buying your own vinyl. Wrap shops make money off of the labor end of things. We really don't make any money off of selling any type of vinyl. So definitely recommend if you can go through the shop, just go through the shop. So here are a couple of the cons. I have 4 to be exact. The first one is that the material may not be the best brand. So if you buy a cheaper material, you're gonna get cheaper looking results. And most likely you're gonna blame the shop for it when it may not be their fault. So we have certain brands that we love and that we use and others that we try to avoid at all costs. The easiest way to tell the brand of the material if you can't find it online is it'll say it on the back of the paper most likely. So keep that in mind. Another thing is that if you are doing a full wrap, the shop may run out of that specific material. So say we're wrapping the hood, we mess up the hood, we need more material. If we run out, we don't have a way to order more. Whereas if we bought the vinyl to begin with, we can contact our supplier, we can get extra, we know if they stopped making it, we know all of those details. So just something small to think about is if that shop happens to run out, how do they get more? The third thing is that if you buy your own vinyl, make sure not to leave it in a hot car, or if you live in a really cold place, in a really cold car. So vinyl should be left at around 70 degrees. Once you stop and get out of that range, you're starting to really mess with the vinyl and make it really fragile. And that might double your install time and kind of be really hard for the shop that's installing that. And the fourth and final reason is if you are buying a custom printed wrap for your car, specifically for the entire car, but even if it's just for the hood or just for a piece, you definitely want to make sure it is the right size. Go ahead and ask that designer or whoever is printing it for you, what happens if the size is wrong? Do you get a refund? Will they reprint you the piece? What happens with that? Because you'll see later on in this video, we had a lot of issues with this. So those are my pros and cons list, and we'll talk about how we install the vinyl. So first steps first, we're going to do a pre-inspection of the car. We check that the lights work, your brake lights, your backup lights, just normal things, your windows are going down, all of that to make sure that the car is in good condition before we possibly take it apart, as we may need to take some lights out, take some door handles out, so that way you know we didn't damage anything in the process. Within this step, we're also cleaning the car. We clean it, clay bar it, same thing as if we provided the vinyl ourselves. The second step is that we are going to cut the panels. So typically if you buy yourself a wrap, it's gonna come in a huge roll shipped to you. They're not gonna be separated out most likely. So we'll actually separate the vinyl, label that it's the hood, that it's the roof, all those pieces so that we're organized and good to go. The third step is obviously install. Install is the most fun part of the process. If you are providing your own vinyl, definitely make sure that you ask that designer or that print shop if you can have a proof of what the car should look like once it is complete. So that proof is key to us. We can look at the prints, look at the proof, make sure that we are installing exactly what you are expecting. On this one, you'll notice a lot of the pieces were like 1 foot to 2 feet too short. And either on the top or the bottom, left to right, it actually didn't even include a trunk piece at all. So we had to figure out how to make that work. So if you're looking at this wrap, you'll see gloss black accents. Those are all pieces that we didn't have material for that we had to figure out how to make work. The last and final step is to post heat completely edge seal the car. You want to make sure that that wrap is something that lasts. Make sure that the shop is looking up the correct number or temperature that you are supposed to post heat to. This particular wrap was 3M reflective vinyl, and we found on the product description that we had to post heat to about 200 to 220 degrees. So we did that, edge sealed it, did that post inspection, made sure all of our handles, our lights, everything are working, and we were good to go. We install a wrap that is provided by our client, everything to expect. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're on all of them. And yeah, that's a wrap.